Hi guys, my name is Eric Johnson and I produce Afternoons Live here on KFGO. But in a previous life, I slung a few drinks at a bar on the north side of town, and so I thought I'd come in here and show you a few simple, easy to do at home or easy to order at a bar cocktails for St. Paddy's Day. And we're going to start off with the classic morning Irish coffee. This is the one that you're going to probably want when you are settling in for the parade or getting ready for your St. Patrick's Day celebration. And it's really, really simple. There's only a handful of ingredients, and you start with a little Irish whiskey. I prefer Jameson. You can have whatever you want. We're going to do 1.5 ounces. We'll jigger it right in. Top it off with your favorite coffee. I went with our break room coffee because, you know, that's what's available here. You're going to want to fill this almost full, but not quite. Then I'm going to put a little sugar in there just to sweeten it up, cut into some of that whiskey, just a bar spoonful of sugar. Give it a quick stir. And then the final step here is going to be some whipping cream. Now you don't want to turn this into whipped cream, but you do want to introduce a little bit of air into it, thicken it up a little bit, give it a nice top for your coffee. So just put her in whatever you want and give it a good stir to introduce some of that air into it. Really get after it. Really stir, 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 stir. And you're going to want to pour it right over the top of your spoon. Get that nice top, cloudy Irish coffee. Give it a quick stir again, and you are ready to enjoy the Irish coffee. We started off simple with an Irish coffee. We're going to continue very simple, but this is a classic Irish drink, and it's beer-based, using the granddaddy of them all, Guinness, of course. It's called the Black and Tan. It's 2 ingredients. It could not be simpler, and it's going to give you a great drinking experience. Traditionally done with an Irish cider. I decided to do a local Minnesota cider for this one. So it's, as I said, 2 ingredients. Crack open your cider, take your drinking vessel of choice, half full. That's it. Nice and easy. Second step, Guinness. Again, crack. Let that beautiful nitrogen come out of the Guinness. Give it a pour. If you're fancy, you can keep them separated. If you're not like me, they're gonna mix a little bit. It's gonna taste the same. Half and half, you got yourself a Black and Tan. Couldn't get any simpler. Delicious. Great way to spend your St. Paddy's Day. Alright guys, next we're going to crank it up a little bit. We're going to go with a cocktail. A cocktail that's become insanely popular, and I think you can put an Irish spin on it and really, really get into your St. Paddy's Day. We're going to do an old fashioned, but we're going to do it with some Irish whiskey. Traditionally an old fashioned with bourbon or maybe rye, maybe brandy if you're from Wisconsin, but we're going to do it with some Irish whiskey. And it all starts with a maraschino cherry, a little bit of sugar, and some muddling. So we're gonna get that in there. We're gonna grind that up, trying to make a paste. Getting it really worked in, real slurry. You're gonna really wanna get in there, get that broken down, and just get all that beautiful cherry flavor knocked out of there. Once you get it down to a nice paste, try to get as much of it off your muddler as you can. Now, we're gonna take our whiskey. We'll go a little bit more on this because it's pretty much the only ingredient in it. We'll do 1.5 ounces, and we'll top it off with another 3/4 ounce. All right, bitters. I like to do your traditional aromatic bitters, a couple dashes of that. And I think it really brings out some nice flavors in an old fashioned to put some orange bitters in there. We'll do a few more dashes of those. Top that baby off with some ice. And now here's where you're gonna wanna stir to incorporate water. Water is actually a really important ingredient in an old fashioned. And the only way you get that is by stirring and letting some of that ice melt, bringing all those flavors together and really opening up everything. It's a little bit of a boring step to making an old fashioned, but it's a super important one. So you're gonna want to stir, 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 get everything incorporated. Once you've got everything stirred to your liking, pop the old strainer on, get yourself a low ball glass full of ice. Just give it a strain. And now the final garnish. Take a peeler, just a standard kitchen peeler, and you're gonna wanna get just the zest off of an orange. Take that, get those essential oils out of there, express that a little bit. You wanna get real fancy, give it a little twist, that one in there. I like to throw a lemon peel on top of it also. Get you those nice bright citrus flavors to balance out some of that whiskey flavor. Same routine. Give it a little squeeze, give it a little twist. Old fashioned. Okay guys, up next is going to be one of my favorite after dinner drinks, and it's called a Smith & Kearns, and it's got an Irish flair because we're going to use a little bit of Irish cream liqueur in this. This is another super simple drink, but really, really tasty, and especially after a nice dinner on St. Patrick's Day when you're sitting around wanting to have a little conversation with some of your friends and really enjoy the night. Order a Smith & Kearns, you're never going to go wrong. Very simple drink, just 3 ingredients. We've got some coffee liqueur, provided by our friends at Proof. We've got some Irish cream liqueur, and we've just got some plain old soda water. And that's all you do. We're gonna incorporate these into a shaker. So you're gonna wanna take your coffee liqueur. We'll do 1.5 ounces of that. Toss a little extra in there just so that we can fill out the glass. Do another 3/4 ounce. And then you're gonna wanna take your Irish cream liqueur of choice, 1.5 ounces. You want this to be a little heavier on the coffee and a little lighter on the cream liqueur, just to keep everything balanced. Get those into your shaker. Shaking it's going to do a couple of things. It's going to froth up some of that cream liqueur. It's going to incorporate a little bit of water into it. And it's going to mix everything really nicely and bring it down to a nice temperature. Strain that over your glass. Try to get every little bit of that out of there. Finish it off, just standard club soda. Gives it a little lighter, bubblier flavor. Top that baby off. One of the best after dinner drinks you're ever gonna have, the Smith & Kearns. All right, this wouldn't be a St. Patrick's Day drinks video if we didn't do the thing that's gonna be consumed more than any other drink on St. Patty's Day. If you don't have one of these on St. Patrick's Day, you're just lying to yourself and to everyone you know. Green beer. And everybody thinks that it's special. It's really not. It's your favorite light beer. I went with Mick Golden. That's my favorite light beer. You're gonna fill it into your drinking vessel of choice. Give it a nice pour. And you're gonna put green food coloring in it. That's all that it is. Just a few dashes of green food coloring. Give it a little stir. Wow. you're going to feel right at home on St. Patrick's Day because you're going to be enjoying a green beer.
I think it's good. Not bad. I didn't realize you were on film.
Yeah, you are.
Nice, you guys. I'm Irish. I'm part Irish.
You can't really taste the coffee, and I'm not a big coffee fan or Kahlua, but this is delicious. I like the creaminess of it. I love drinking after the show.
I think it's fabulous. I don't think it's just kind of good. I think it's like, where do I get one of these? Ooh. I'm not usually big on, the fruity stuff in the drink, but it makes this one work. This is good. I'll be sitting here now that it's after my show for quite some time. The next show may be coming in. Tough cookies.